4 hours journeying later on the trike, I finally arrived at where I'd planned to bring you today. So let me show you where I've brought you. I promised to bring you somewhere that has an air of mystery around it. And one of the reasons Silbury Hill has an area of mystery around it is we don't really know the purpose of its build. It looks like a giant burial mound. It's also said that a king of his day called King Sil was buried underneath there on his chariot, his horse, and since being buried, his body and his horse have turned to pure gold. However, there have been 3 separate digs, and to date they've only ever found the material that the mound is built out of, which is primarily chalk. To give you a small glimpse of what it may have looked like in its day, they have an example here where you can see the people mining the chalk and taking it on up to the top using antler picks. And what that would have done, it would have given her like a lake in front of this actual mound, which would have then reflected off the white chalk, being quite magical. In folklore, the devil was carrying this clod of earth and he was going to drop it on nearby Avebury, but the priest stood against him and he failed on his mission. So there it is as we see it today. I thought I'd move on to see what else I could find in the area. If you've never seen that before, you're probably wondering to yourself, where the hell is he now? Well, this is Woodhenge. About 3 kilometres from Stonehenge. This is where they discovered that there was an ancient wooden structure. I've never been here before, and I haven't begun counting yet how many post holes were here, but there's a lot. I thought I'd stop off and have a look, sort of ticking off boxes of places that if you're not careful you never get to, and Woodhenge happened to be one of them, I guess. So every single post hole has a concrete pillar to signify where it once stood. It's massive. Now, to extend this prehistoric adventure, since I was in the area, I thought I'd do something a little bit special. So I've brought you to the new Stonehenge exhibition. Once again, I never really knew if I was ever going to come here because I wasn't sure of what they'd done to the place, but here we are. I was actually really impressed because after moving around over the landscape, as I've been doing over the last week around here, they've made a really good effort at pinning it all together and helping the visitors to understand what was happening over the period of time that all these things were happening. It was a bit of a drizzly morning, Sunday morning. I did wonder how popular this place was going to be today. And yeah, there's a lot of people here. Quite surprising, really. But yeah, Stonehenge. What an amazing construction when you think about it in its time. Just imagine that standing in all of its glory. It's glorious right now, but way back then.